Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show with your hosts Lee Silber and Ellen Goodwin.
Welcome to another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better show. I'm your co-host, Ellen Goodwin, along with my co-host,
Lee Silber.
Hey, Lee, did you get the email I sent you?
Yes, I did, and I put it in the appropriate folder, and I don't have it sitting in my inbox because, unlike someone I know, I like to have a clean, empty inbox at the end of the day. Yin and yang, you and I are just complete opposites.
We are the yin and yang of email. So in the interest of helping our listeners, why don't you tell people what you do?
Well, you know, people, I'm going to tell a story, but I'll make it quick because this is about efficiency. For years, I've never, as a coach, had a losing season, whether it was basketball, baseball, or football. And other coaches were like, how is he doing this? He must be cheating or something. They couldn't figure it out. Like, how does he get these kids to play so well? And the secret, which I will eventually tell them, is I turned everything into a game. Everything that they wanted, that I needed to teach them about baseball, basketball, or football was turned into a game, and they could not wait to come to practice. Practice? Yeah, practice. They loved it. And I feel like if we took things like email, because it's something we all deal with, it's a big project to see, you know, all that stuff. But if we set a clock, I know you love this, a timer, and we timed ourselves, we made it into a game. There was even an app called the email game where you competed to see if you could answer all your emails that you needed to answer within a certain time frame, and you got prizes, and you competed against other people, but compete against yourself. Turn it into a game. Call it the email game. Make up your own game of how you can handle the email, whether it's for the easy stuff, you're watching a show or listening to music and you're making it fun, enjoyable, but somehow try and gamify it. Does that make sense?
Absolutely makes sense. Your brain loves games. So, and your brain doesn't love email. So I love this idea. So tell me more.
Well, I mean, it's not just the game can be won by cheating, right? I'm just going to dump everything in the trash and I'm done.
No, you can't do that.
I think the secret for me, anyway, is folders. And I know that's a very left brain thing, which surprises because I'm supposed to be the right brainer. But I find that just having folders and subfolders and like an action folder. So it's not in my inbox. It's not there, but it's there. And so I have pending, and then I have, you know, promotion and business and personal, and within that are subfolders. That's the key for me, anyway, of getting the emails out of my inbox. Which for me, it makes, when I open my email and I see an empty inbox, I'm like, winner. And then they start to fill in. I'm like, loser. But it feels good. I know you'll never know what that feels like, Ellen, but let me just tell you, it's fantastic, and it's possible.
So, you know, I'm going to
us.
start sending you emails every 5 minutes.
You dirty.
I'm going to sign you up for stuff.
Cat fancy. Knitting.
No, I pick on you, but I do think that you're definitely on to something, because I know people, you look at the email and you're like, oh my God, there's so many. And yes, I do sometimes do massive dumps of stuff, just like, okay, this can all go in the trash. But I like the idea of making it a game and taking care of it every day.
And I think
So
making a time block of this is my time, I'm going to deal with the easy stuff. Some emails are time sensitive and need to be handled right away. Others not so much. So you could push them off and do them, all at once. And like I said, time it with your energy level, when you have some other thing that you could be doing at the same time that's kind of entertaining, or turn it into a game, see how quickly you can get rid of the easy ones. I would also add, let's try and slow down how many emails we get. So obviously I'm unsubscribing to all kinds of things. I'm setting the parameters of what I want, what I will accept, so that less comes in. So the less comes in, the less I have to deal with. Do you have that ability with your email, Ellen?
I do. And I have that ability with me. You know, I can quit signing up for stuff. But, and I could use Unroll Me. Have you ever used that?
No, but I like the sound of it. I mean, I was just using the filters to try and screen out stuff that I don't want. And it's in a folder there if I want to go look at some of this stuff, but most of it is irrelevant.
Okay. Then I should do that.
Well,
I should start playing games with my email.
yeah, and I don't believe in the notifications. I mean, you could set the parameters, but there's a big block of time where it doesn't ping. I don't want to hear it ping. I'm working on something else. That little Pavlovian, ding, 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 ooh, look, somebody.
Oh no,
Turn that sucker off.
That should be the one thing that you turn off and never turn back on. Pierce Steele, who has written a book about procrastination, he said the number one thing you should do is turn off the notifications on email, because each time you hear that, you get distracted and you go to your email, and once you get distracted, it can take up to 23 minutes to get back on track. So if you prevent that from happening, you're not going to get distracted. You're not going to procrastinate so much. So if you take anything away from this episode, besides the fact that you should make your email a game, turn off the notification.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not done yet, Ellen. I know you're kind of wrapping up. But
Keep going. Oh, no, I'm not trying to wrap you up.
I felt like I heard the music playing. Am I getting pulled off the stage? Is it time to go?
No.
I'm sure the listeners are like, yes, Ellen, stop him. Make him stop.
No, I know you've got more, but I was just emphasizing a point. So
probably could have been a 2-part episode, but all right, I will. I hear the music. I want to thank my mom and my wife and my kids, but I would add, there's so much. Like, I'm using text more than email, and I find for some reason I don't mind having, a long stream of text that go back and forth, but a bunch of emails where people CC you on every single part of it, I hate that. I don't need to be CC'd on every. You know what I mean? But I can't control that. I could just be someone who doesn't do that to others. But I'm finding for stuff like that, I'd prefer a text, and then it's a long string in my phone. It doesn't bother me as much as, email after email after email, where it's just back and forth. So start text for people that are like that. Texting seems to be, for me anyway, an alternative that works well.
Okay. And I think it's also important to know how people respond, because I know there's people that don't like texts, or they don't like emails, or they don't like messages, or messenger. So it's important to know what people like, and it's important to know what you like, and you like texts.
Yeah, it sounds like that. I don't like mornings. I don't like morning people. I don't like people. I don't like any of that. Right?
Okay, Lee, you're wandering. Now it's time to. Now it's the wrap up time.
There you go.
Thanks so much.
One more.
Thanks so much for listening. Be sure and subscribe, like, and review, and join us again next week for another episode of the Faster, Easier, Better Show.